Tonight on News 5 Live, Devane Flores pleads guilty to cruelty to a child after getting caught physically abusing his 3-year-old stepson. The residence of an alleged scammer is raided overnight by police. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams denies knowledge of the operation. The BPM heads to court over the long-delayed redistricting exercise. And the 5-point breakdown is back with a closer look at the raging wildfires. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
2,251,000 slices of watermelon are eaten by tourists each year in Belize, benefiting local farmers and processors directly. Tourism means business.
The Mega Bingo Progressive Jackpot has been climbing and is now at $434,525. It's time to get in the game so you can have your chance at all that mega cash. Get your tickets for the next show airing on Wednesday, May 22nd on Channel 5 and Love FM at 8 p.m. Or catch it online. Log into YouTube or Facebook and search for Belize Mega Bingo. So make sure you don't miss it. Don't you want to be the next to win the Mega Progressive Jackpot? All that cash can make your dreams come true. And remember, Mega Bingo is the game.
What if I told you that your singing talent can earn you $10,000? And what if I told you that you can stop singing in the shower and sing live on one of the biggest stages in Belize?
Let's go. I'm gonna love you forever.
Still not sold? Well, what if I told you with all that's offered, you can attract fans and supporters from all over the country? So, are you ready to be part of the most exciting singing competition in Belize? It's time for KTV The Remix Season 6. Auditions will take place on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd. So mark your calendars and come show us how good you are. This is your chance to make it big and win big. KTV The Remix Season 6. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Wednesday, May 22nd. I am Sabrina Daly. Tonight, a violent stepfather is spending his first night on remand at the Belize Central Prison after pleading guilty to physically abusing a 3-year-old child earlier this week. Footage of the repulsive incident sparked public outrage on Monday when 33-year-old Devane Flores was seen getting off a motorcycle before kicking and hitting the little boy repeatedly. The Belize City laborer, who stands accused of mistreating the infant, appeared unrepresented before Magistrate Baha Showman. The revolting episode prompted Commissioner of Police Chester Williams to show up to the lower courts this afternoon in his capacity as a prosecutor, where Flores was brought up on 2 counts of cruelty to a child. Following Flores' arraignment, Compal Williams spoke with the media and explained why the charges against the perpetrator were later upgraded.
It's a very important matter, I must say. It involves a 3-year-old who has been abused, obviously, by a 33-year-old. And I think that when we have situations of such, the police department, as well as any other organization that has to do with upholding the rights of children, we must do our best in making sure that those persons who are responsible are brought to justice. Over and over, we're seeing that our young people are being abused in various ways, shape, or form. And as a responsible organization, we will always do our best working in conjunction with other organizations such as UNICEF, Department of Youth Services, NCFC, etc. So we have to make sure we do what we can to protect our children. We must send a strong signal to abusers of children that, you know what, we are not playing, we are serious about this.
Explain the process of how this was upgraded from common assault to these more serious charges.
Well, after having viewed the video footages myself, I believe that the charge of common assault was inadequate. It was basically putting a slap on the wrist of the perpetrator, and so I had directed the investigators to do further work to gather more evidence and record more statements. That was done yesterday, and I must commend the officers from Domestic Violence Unit for responding quickly to my request. Having obtained the request from them, I communicated with the Director of Public Prosecution, and we both agreed that the charges should be upgraded from common assault to that of abusing a child, basically.
The child's mother was initially reluctant to cooperate with investigators. When the gravity of the situation was explained to her, she had a change of mind. With Flores pleading guilty to both charges, the prosecution is now seeking a custodial sentence, which carries a minimum of 10 years in prison. Commissioner Williams says today's successful conviction should send a clear message to perpetrators of child abuse.
We had to speak with the mother and explain to her the nature of what we're dealing with. You can't be a mother and see that your child is being abused at such magnitude and want nothing. I don't think that a woman should love a man more than how they love their own children. And so she was spoken to, and eventually she decided that she was going to cooperate with the police, and she did. We got the statement from her, and so we were able to make significant progress.
And you got a conviction?
Well, of course, yes, the defendant pled guilty to the 2 counts. And so, as you have heard my submission to the court, I will be seeking a custodial sentence. I don't think that this is an offense that requires a fine. If a matter of fact, the offense under section 60 subsection 1 of the criminal code clearly states that it has a minimum sentence of 10 years imprisonment. But we do know that even though that is stipulated by law, the magistrates still have that discretion that they can exercise in not giving a custodial sentence, and hence the reason I indicated to the court my intent to seek a custodial sentence when the day of sentencing comes.
How stern a message do you believe that this now sends to any abuser of children out there?
Well, I would want to think that it will send a strong message. There are many people out there who are constantly abusing children, many of which is not known to the public, and I hope that they come more and more known to the public so that we can address them. It's the only way that we can deal with the issue of child abuse.
She made headlines on Monday after being arraigned on 40 counts of acquiring property by deception and theft to the tune of $121,000. As we reported, Belize City resident Doris Grant maintains her innocence and is out on $50,000 bail. Well, Grant is back in the news tonight. She says that police raided her property on Tuesday evening in Gardenia Village. According to Grant, at least 6 police mobiles filled with officers entered her farm, destroyed the locks on her doors, and ransacked the house. She says that the place is hardly ever used, as she spends most of her time at her Belize City residence. Tonight, she is questioning why the authorities searched her home and what is it that they were looking for. We visited the property today, where we spoke with Grant.
About 3:34, I received a call that 5 to 6 trucks was at my premises here at my farm, and the person said she wasn't sure if it was police, but they had on black uniform, black clothes. It said, but she will take the video when the trucks are coming out and to certify that it is police. But she did came out of her house and video that it was police at the premises. And so as soon as she told me they left, I came here at my house, and I saw the first thing I looked up was the camera, and the camera were all put towards the cement, the house, no? So the camera would not catch anything else because it's not visible to see them. And when I went to the front of the door, I saw that they had burglarized the house in saying that because they had knocked down the locks. And I went in further and saw both doors were knocked down. And when I went in the house, I saw that they had searched the house.
Are you aware of what was being sought by these law enforcement officers in your home or on your property?
Well, Paul, I would say this, no? I was detained from Wednesday until Monday morning, and if they wanted to search my house, they could have brought me here with a paper saying that they wanted to search my house, and I would have got the key and come and open the house. They know me very well, so they can't say I'm hiding, right? They couldn't find me. And whole of yesterday, I was at my house in Belize City. So this is wrong, and it's totally unfair. because now I don't know what they have done inside, or if they had planned any gun or whatever they put in my house. I am not feel safe at my farm anymore because I don't know what they have done here when they were here. And this is wrong. This is like you're getting at somebody's house and thief.
And today we heard from the Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, on Tuesday's police raid at Doris Grant's Gardenia Village property. Information suggests that the raid may not be connected to the charges she is currently facing before the court. Surprisingly, Williams told reporters that he is not aware of the details of the operation. Compal Williams also said that he received a call from Grant on Tuesday night in which she detailed the damage done to her property during the raid. According to the Commissioner of Police, he told her to file a complaint with the Professional Standards Branch if she feels that her constitutional rights were violated in the process.
I am not aware of it. I know that Doris Grant had messaged me last night making a complaint, and I told her to go to PSB and lodge a complaint there.
Is there a parallel police investigation happening here, sir? Because the vibes I'm getting around this case is that things are happening deliberately above your head.
I'm not aware of that, no.
But if police officers were there, supposedly 7 trucks, she says, without your knowledge.
I don't need to be aware of every police operations. No, Mr. Vasquez, you always conveniently get it wrong. Understand the meaning of micromanagement. Micromanager is a person who tells his people what to do and how to do it. I don't do that. My commanders will tell you I give them the latitude to do what needs to be done, but when things goes wrong, it is my duty as the head to step in and correct them. That is not micromanaging. It is holding people accountable for when things go wrong. You would be the same one if I don't do that and things go wrong. You'll be the same one to say that as a commissioner I ought to have no. So please just stop it. Yeah? Sir. And let's be real.
Compal Williams also told reporters that while allegations of acquiring property by deception have been brought against Grant in the past, she has never been convicted of any wrongdoing. And from all indications, Grant seems to be the subject of an ongoing police investigation involving a great deal of missing money. Notwithstanding the raid and damages done to Grant's property, News 5 understands that nothing incriminating was found.
Many a times operations are done across this country and I don't know about it. I have said to my commanders, if you need to do an operation, do it. Just let me know the result of it. I cannot keep track of every operation the police conduct. I will go mad.
How well do you know Ms. Grant?
I have not had a chance to speak with those officers who went on that operation. Like I said, I was texted last night by Doris Grant and I told her to go to PSB. If she believed that what the officers did at her place was a violation of her rights, then she can go to PSB and then we'll look into the matter.
How well do you know Ms. Grant?
How what?
How well do you know Ms. Grant?
Everybody know Doris Grant, Isani. Come on.
Was she on your radar before for this type of activity? We've heard that some Mennonites have also complained against her.
I am not aware of that, no. But yes, Doris Grant has always been on our radar.
Sir, I find it...
What kind of crimes, sir, or allegations?
Well, for the most part, I don't want to go into details because I might end up defaming people. She have not been convicted of none of these things, so I will just leave it at that.
There is a lot of weird energy, and these are people accusing her of stealing or of improperly acquiring millions of dollars. That's the allegation. But there's this weird law enforcement energy around it with some very high-level operational teams intervening in their properties. What are police looking for?
You just said that there is some allegation of millions of dollars going missing. You still ask what the police are looking for? If the police is involved in carrying on an investigation, the police will go to the homes of anybody who are a subject of that investigation. So if the police are visiting Ms. Grant, they're visiting the Mennonites, it's a part of the ongoing investigation process.
Have you heard of any complaints before against her and ordered that the police pursue her to the fullest extent of the law?
There have been complaints against Ms. Plant where the police are currently involved in investigating. The police job is investigate, gather evidence, and put the perpetrator before the court once they have the evidence.
A man was shot during an attempted robbery in Cayo today. The incident happened this morning in San Ignacio, and the victim was shot to the left shoulder, as Commissioner Williams shared. Williams says the police are investigating and reviewing several video recordings to nail the culprit.
Yes, this morning, police in San Ignacio responded to information of an attempted robbery in the San Ignacio area. Upon arrival, they met an Asian descent person with gunshot injury to the left shoulder. The injuries were not classified as life-threatening. Police are in the process of viewing a number of surveillance footages to ascertain exactly what happened and are pursuing 2 suspects at this time.
Investigators in San Ignacio still have little information to go on relating to the murder of Jose Mejia. Mejia's decomposing body was discovered early Tuesday morning in the Victor Gávez football stadium. He had been stabbed multiple times to his neck and chest. Police have detained several persons and are asking the public to come forth with relevant information to solve the case.
The police found the body yesterday in a preliminary stage of decomposition. There is not much information forthcoming, and so I want to appeal to the public, anyone who may have any information pertinent to this investigation, to please feel free to call the police 911 or call the ATIPS number 922 and provide the information there, and then we see how we go from there.
You all do have suspects detained though?
At this time, yes, I know police are interviewing a number of persons, but we cannot say at this time if there is credible information to indicate that they may be involved.
Coming up, BPM takes redistricting case to court again.
Universal Hardware Belize City announces Mega Sale 2024, happening on May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. From Leaf and Motorcycles to Makita Power Tools, Shindaiwa Trimmers, Easy Care Paint, and Sankey AC Units. Everything you need to increase productivity on unbelievable discounts and absolutely fantastic raffle prizes. Join us at Universal Hardware on Chetumal Street, Belize City, and take advantage of these amazing deals.
I'm David Humes, this is Vanessa Humes. We own Ladyville Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Westrac Limited is committed to working hard every day to ensure you get the right products at the most affordable price. We strive to have the greatest selection of quality, affordable, and timely products and services that will enhance your personal or corporate lives. With an extensive line of products, we'll be sure to have what you need. For even faster service, you can contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or by email. We look forward to seeing you come through our doors at your nearest West Track branch today.
Save, save, save. The Credit Union way.
The Holy Redeemer Credit Union Limited is celebrating its 80th annual general meeting, and all member owners are invited to attend this milestone on Saturday, May 25th at 2 p.m. sharp at the Belize Civic Center. Come listen to important reports and information about your credit union and get the opportunity to ask questions and elect your officers. Participate to win thousands of dollars in cash prizes. HRCU boasts over 64,000 member owners, $773.8 million in assets, $644.8 million in total savings, $129 million in total equity, and $21.8 million in dividends and rebates being returned to member owners. Please be on time for your 80th AGM on Saturday, May 25th at 2 p.m. And don't forget to bring along your HRCU passbook and valid photo ID in order to enter the Civic Center. HRCU, making a difference in people's lives.
Design Depot is celebrating its 3-year anniversary. This May, get a chance to paint your entire home for free.
Free?
Free? Free? That's right. For 3 months, Design Depot is celebrating its 3-year anniversary with 3 lucky winners. Increase your chances to win with every $100 spent, all while enjoying exclusive store-wide specials and unbeatable deals on your favorite brands. Stay tuned to unlock June's extravagant prize. What are you waiting for? Shop now and join in on the celebration. You can be the next lucky winner. Some restrictions may apply. Design Depot, all in one place.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal. Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno. Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
What if I told you that your singing talent can earn you $10,000? And what if I told you that you can stop singing in the shower and sing live on one of the biggest stages in Belize?
Let's go! I'm gonna love you forever.
Still not sold? Well, what if I told you with all that's offered, you can attract fans and supporters from all over the country? So, are you ready to be part of the most exciting singing competition in Belize? It's time for KTV The Remix, Season 6. Auditions will take place on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd. So mark your calendars and come show us how good you are. This is your chance to make it big and win big. KTV The Remix Season 6. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
In the last 2 decades, Central TV and Internet, through our brand NextGen, has become the leading broadband and entertainment provider across Belize. We're here to build confidence, and our footprint speaks volumes. From urban hubs to remote corners, we've got you covered. We are not just for big corporations, we're for everyone. NextGen serves the needs of large enterprises and everyday consumers alike. Our backbone? Superior service, lightning-fast internet, cable, and our user-friendly TV streaming services. With our extended customer support hours, we ensure that your needs are taken care of, because your convenience matters. As the most reliable customer service provider in the country, our team is ready to help you at the speed of now. For larger companies that depend on rock-solid service, we've got tailored corporate solutions to keep your business running smoothly. We offer the highest residential internet speeds at a blazing 300 megabytes per second, the fastest in Belize. Our Wi-Fi mesh system ensures that your internet connection reaches every corner of your home or office space. As a NextGen Bundle customer, you can enjoy the ultimate home entertainment experience. With unlimited streaming through apps like HBO Max and NextGen TV paired with your high-speed internet plan. Connecting Belize from city to coast, your connection, your choice. Join the NextGen revolution today.
Life is full of precious moments we're cherishing, moments that shape our present and lay the foundation for our future. But amidst life's beautiful tapestry, there are uncertainties we must confront. How do we secure today while protecting tomorrow? Introducing RF&G Life Insurance, your partner in safeguarding what matters most. With a RF&G Life Insurance plan, you can ensure financial security for your loved ones, providing them with a safety net for the future. From identifying and recommending plans suitable for your unique needs to expert advice every step of the way, RF&G Life Insurance is committed to protecting your family's legacy. Choose RF&G Life Insurance for peace of mind you can rely on. RF&G Life Insurance, securing today, protecting tomorrow. Your life, your legacy.
Hi, my name is Leah Mangar, and I am currently the Administrative Assistant at Yasche Conservation Trust here in beautiful Punta Gorda. I received the Social Security Board Scholarship in the year of 2021. After I was told that I was a successful recipient of this scholarship, I was very grateful. This scholarship has assisted me in various ways. Firstly, it relieved me of financial constraints. So that was the main obstacle that was keeping me back. But receiving this scholarship allowed me to gain the skills and the knowledge that I needed to attain the job that I currently have. I would just encourage you all to apply to the scholarship. And the process is very, very easy. You will find a link and it will direct you to everything that you need in order to submit your application. And once you submit it, pray and just hope for the best, because you just will never know if you can get it.
The Belize Peace Movement, represented by attorney Arthur Saldivar, is asking the High Court to have the Elections and Boundaries Commission expedite the redistricting exercise. A virtual hearing was held this morning where the matter was heard before Justice Nadine Nabi. During the session, Saldivar argued that the commission is yet to fulfill its obligations under the 2022 redistricting consent order. He contended that to date, only one redistricting proposal has been submitted and that the single proposal does not satisfy the Commission's responsibility under the court order because it has been deemed unconstitutional.
The primary ask is that
the consent order be enforced. And insofar as the proposal, so-called, that was laid does not conform with Section 90, it is the position of the claimants that the consent order does not comply with. So the ask is that Section 90 be complied with in a subsequent report and proposal, so that Parliament is not hamstrung in carrying out its responsibility to debate and enact a new law that would then form a new schedule to the ROPA. The schedule to the ROPA basically lays out the number of divisions and the number of electors in those divisions. So it stands as an illustration of the malapportionment that exists. Where that schedule is to be used for subsequent elections, where it is clear report that the malapportionment renders it undemocratic, and the Constitution states that we are a democracy, it is incumbent then on the court, in its inherent jurisdiction, to make a determination. What the other side was arguing was that somehow, looking after the interests of the voters and ensuring that their vote has equal weight and they have the protection of the law that the Constitution guarantees, is equated to an action involving how members are elected to Parliament. No, this is not about that. This is about equal representation, equal protection of law. And by virtue of what exists in the ROPA, that is not possible.
The defense, represented by Assistant Solicitor General Samantha Matute, argued that the Elections and Boundaries Commission has fulfilled its obligations under the 2022 redistricting consent order. Matute contended that the commission filed recommendations and proposals to the National Assembly within the time they agreed to in the consent order. Here's how Saldivar responded.
There's one way of making sure. We understand that they may feel that that is the case. Hence, as I explained, where the CPR is saying that you must deal with cases justly, both parties, that by virtue of the fact that Election and Boundaries is a functionary of the executive, you look at the schedule and deal with the schedule, and then that will provide the impetus for Parliament to do what Parliament has to do. And then if it is that Parliament cannot do anything with that, they need to go back. They need to go back. Parliamentarians, a few of them, have already made public their assessment of it. And as you have heard, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Espat, Briceño, they've all pronounced on it. Parliament seems to have no interest in moving it forward because they themselves already appreciate that it is not worthy of consideration. So they are content to keep us in a holding pattern, which will create a constitutional crisis going forward. So at this point, the cat has to be belled. And belling the cat is, in this case, within the purview and authority of the court.
Saldivar stressed the urgency of the matter to the court. A determination will be made at a later date. The United Democratic Party recently raised an issue regarding import permits and prices for carrots on the local market. It is similar to an issue that was brought to light a few years ago in the House of Representatives involving the rotting of vegetables on farms in the north, particularly in San Carlos Village. On Tuesday, opposition leader Shine Barrow commented on what he describes as a wastage of locally grown carrots.
The complaint by the farmers is that it's all politics and it's all corruption. So the minister gives all of these permits to import the produce that the farmers of Belize are selling, and so nobody wants to consume their product when the people that bring it in may sell it for much cheaper because they may be in a position to do so. This government promised to be a socially conscious government, a government that was there for the working class, there for the laborers, there for the farmers, and that is not what is happening. Everything should be done to assist small farmers, especially, but all farmers, all Belizean farmers, to sell their produce before we get to any distribution of importation license for those that our farmers are selling. And so here we are again, the carrots are rotting. When we had the issue and the opposition was raising it, there was a promise that the sales department for crops and cattle would come, representatives would come from the marketing board and try to find a solution as to how to help, especially the small farmers.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise has since responded to what it calls unfounded and false allegations. According to a release issued on Tuesday, no import permits for carrots have been issued since November of 2023. The Belize Agricultural Health Authority, BAHA, has also determined that contraband vegetables are not affecting the market at present because of an increase in surveillance efforts, as well as a heightened military presence on both sides of the border to control illegal activities. Earlier today, News 5 spoke with William Khan, an agriculture officer in Cayo District.
In terms of carrots production, we know that carrots production synopsis of the whole crop season, and usually in the month of November, month of August, September, all the way to February, the planting is the planting of the carrots, right? Carrot season, and then harvesting usually begins from November and goes all the way to June, July of each year. So, but in terms of first of all, I just want to clarify that at the moment we have not issued any import license. From our last import license that we issued was November of 2023. Since then, we have an issue up to the present, and we still continue to maintain that we are not importing any or giving any importation permits right now at this moment, because we, with the local produce that we have, enough to supply what the main markets demand. So, and in terms of what is happening, this year is a unique year, that in terms of for the past year and this year, it's not one of the most favorable for vegetable growth. The viability of it is, in terms of last year, specifically right now, the main issue is that we have simultaneous harvesting in all 4 districts, Stamp Creek, Cayo, Orange Walk, and Corozal, right? So that is kind of how is why the situation that some farmers are tend to sell more than the next, and the prices is lower.
After the break, a comprehensive look at the wildfires devastating the country. But first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
Between 1998 and 2008, the PUP sold the majority ownership of Belize Electricity Limited to a foreign company, resulting in rate hikes and rolling blackouts. In 2011, the UDP government renationalized the BEL for energy security, protection of the national interest, and affordability to Belizean consumers.
That is why there will be no hike in your electricity bills, not now, not ever under this administration. We actually expect to lower rates at the time of the next full tariff review. That is correct. Light bills are going to go down. Nationalization is the best thing that could ever have happened. Exploitation is ended, and Belizean pride and Belizean protection are resurgent.
Today, because of this PUP government's lack of foresight, compassion and patriotism, Belizeans are once again enduring rolling blackouts and confronted with the threat of increased electricity rates. The difference is like night and day, light versus darkness.
What if I told you that your singing talent can earn you $10,000? And what if I told you that you can stop singing in the shower and sing live on one of the biggest stages in Belize?
Let's go! I'm gonna love you forever.
Still not sold? Well, what if I told you with all that's offered, you can attract fans and supporters from all over the country? So, are you ready to be part of the most exciting singing competition in Belize? It's time for KTV The Remix, Season 6. Auditions will take place on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd. So mark your calendars and come show us how good you are. This is your chance to make it big and win big. KTV The Remix, Season 6. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
It's been over a week since brush fires in San Pedro, Colombia have been burning. While many of them have been extinguished, other fires have started and are consuming large tracts of land, including farmlands that the Maya community relies on as a means of survival. We've heard about the losses suffered by over 70% of the farmers in that one village. NEMO has been able to help, but classes were suspended. The fires spread across to other villages as well, a vast area of which lie in the Toledo West constituency. And while Area Representative Oscar Requena and the Minister of Disaster Risk Management, Andrew Perez, had toured the area when the initial fires had burned out, since then there have been even bigger fires burning. At this time, all that is known for sure is that the losses are tremendous. But how much exactly will be realized in the coming days when the final assessments are concluded? News 5's Marian Ali reports bring you the details in this week's edition of our 5-Point Breakdown.
The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, had mobilized its district emergency office last week when it became evident that the farmers were going to lose their crops and that evacuations would be necessary. Since then, preliminary assessments have been conducted and some assistance has been given to the farmers and their families. The fires reignited overnight and by this morning had reached a property at the edge of the Columbia River. Christopher Nisbet told News 5 that he was feverishly fighting a blaze that had put his house in direct jeopardy. Nisbet turned to Facebook to seek manpower to fight the inferno.
I'm freaking out because I'm watching everything burn and we have people in the bush. We're getting them out of the bush to get back to the house. Snuck around behind us, so we didn't have enough men to keep the line long enough to close the line between here and the river. So it came around behind us. So all our work is undone and we have to run back and retreat and try to save the farm. We have some people from San Miguel and some people from San Pedro, Colombia are out here helping. But this is a big fire and we need more help.
Out west in the mountain Pine Ridge, the fires in that area are being subdued by aerial firefighting efforts with the assistance of a hired chopper from Astrom helicopters. But down south, the fires have gotten so unmanageable in the denser areas that Toledo West Area Representative Oscar Requena says this is the level of firefighting that is now needed to fight the blazes that have destroyed huge portions of his constituency.
There is urgent need for air support to out the fires, Marian. There is urgent need for air support. A lot of these fires are in rugged terrain, and it is inaccessible. So the only way to support our farmers is for air support.
And while the fires have drifted further into San Pedro, Colombia, today classes resumed after a 2-day suspension caused by the poor visibility and air quality. Chairman Basilicas Choco has been fighting the fires since last week and into last night. Choco, also a teacher, returned to the classroom today.
Hey, it's open already. They opened it today. I was a bit not happy about it because of the fact that we're still out. Like myself, I was out last night till 1 o'clock this morning, and then have to return back to school this morning. The smoke is still in the air. You can still sense it. It's not that bad right now, but it's you can still smell that air, and it's kind of foggy.
NEMO dispatched a team of BDF soldiers, and Tide has joined the effort to help. NEMO coordinator Daniel Mendez said the work will continue as they assess new damages.
These fires have been affecting almost a huge part of the Toledo district, and so those assessments are being done right now. We have teams on the ground and really trying to get a better idea of what happened, and so we're preparing an initial situation overview to really understand the scope and the magnitude of last week's event. We also understand as well that there still remain pockets of fire around the district. We continue to track those, and we continue to send out support to villages that are being affected.
The question remains, how much was lost in the wildfires in the Toledo district? Minister Requena shared a projection.
Our government is committed. Our government is working diligently first to establish a first-hand knowledge and understanding of what the situation is like on the ground, the immediate needs, and how the government is going to address it for the long term.
All right. So, but we can safely say millions and millions of dollars was lost. Yes?
Absolutely. I can say with certainty that we have lost millions of dollars.
The exact figures of the losses will become clearer when all the assessments are concluded on the affected farms that are even burning now as we bring this story to you tonight. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
When we return, Belize celebrates Emergency Medical Services Week.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money, and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
With the steady increase in prices, it's hard to hold on to your hard-earned cash. Well, here at Benny's, prices are steadily falling, making it easier to stretch your dollars. Prices are slashed on roofing, plywood, nails, rebar, paints, lumber, and other products for your construction needs. And with fantastic discounts going on right now, get store-wide deals on select products from now through September 30th. Visit a Benny's store near you today where the prices just keep on falling. Benny's, quality and savings.
This week is International Emergency Medical Services Week, a time meant to bring together local communities and medical personnel to honor the dedication of those who provide the day-to-day life-saving services of the medicine frontline. As part of the week's festivities, emergency service providers from across the country gathered in Belmopan to introduce the practice to children in hopes of instilling an appreciation for the efforts made by the emergency service providers and potentially encouraging students to pursue a career in the field. News 5's Brittany Gordon attended today's event to learn more about the practice. Here's that story.
Across Belize, there are over 150 emergency medical technicians. And while that may sound like a lot, there is still a need for more. EMTs are responsible for providing life-saving care at the scene of an incident and ensuring the safety of those patients while they are on their way to a hospital. To celebrate the efforts made every day to saving lives, this week is internationally recognized as Emergency Medical Service Week. Javier Cano, who has been an EMT since the practice was introduced in Belize 25 years ago, spoke with us about the significance of the celebration.
So basically EMS started in 1988 in Belize, where the Wagner Foundation came in and they did a brief assessment of what's happening in Belize, and then they started training people. They sent Dr. John Arana to the States to become the first paramedic. Then they continued to train all over the country.
As a part of the week's festivities, several emergency service providers gathered in Belmopan to host an EMS Children's Day, where the teams were able to educate children visiting from several schools about the different practices, such as CPR and first aid. Lavinia Davis, coordinator of the event, explained why they thought it was necessary to welcome children into the activities.
For EMT Week, we have a day that we take our time to do a lot of different things. And today, specifically international, is actually Children's Day. And here we want to teach the children them how to take care of themselves or take care of their family, take care of their colleagues should in case something actually happens to them, and also show them that we care and we're here to assist them if anything should ever happen.
Of the 200 children who attended the event, a few were willing to share what they learned. Nelson Cha, a Standard 3 student from Our Lady of Fatima RC School in Roaring Creek, said that he enjoyed the simulated accident where a patient was placed into an ambulance.
I learned how to rescue people and help people.
Did you get to see the ambulance? Did you like seeing the presentations?
Yes, I really loved it.
Cha's classmate, Haniel Baptist, also wanted to share his experience. He said that it was particularly exciting for him as he already has an interest in entering the medical field.
I learned about how they do the rescuing, and over there I heard their speech.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor like my father.
Kano further stressed the importance of sharing this knowledge with children, as EMTs are scarcely represented at career days. He hopes that by exposing youths to the practice, it will help to curb the shortage of EMTs Belize is experiencing.
Basically, whenever there is a career day in schools, they're never invited EMTs. And this is, yes, there are shortage. You should, wherever career day, you see everybody else, but you never see EMTs. And this is important because the job that we play is pre-hospital care. Without pre-hospital care, the patient can never survive and get to the hospital alive. So it is important that we do career day in schools, and yes, there is a shortage.
There will always be a need for emergency medical services in Belize. Annette Goucher, an EMT of 5 years, said that she just wants to spread the importance of her work to others.
And the importance of EMS is that we have people where at any given moment to save lives. This is our aspect, this is what we were trained for, to save lives, to be there when someone is needed, when help is needed.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
The question of whether injured individuals in police custody should be taken to the hospital by officers for immediate medical attention remains a topic of much discussion. Earlier this year, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams explained that it is not the responsibility of the police, and explained that by doing so, the police may put individuals at risk of further injury. Today, we spoke with emergency medical technician Javier Canul, who has been working in the field for over 25 years about this issue. He explained that not only should officers refrain from transporting people to the hospital, but they should be trained in providing first responder care to stabilize patients until an EMT arrives at the scene.
But should the police officers take the injured? The answer to that is no. What the police officer should do is be properly trained in how to maintain and stabilize that patient until the ambulance comes or until help comes along. So their job is to secure the area, make sure it is safe. One, and then two, get down there, and if the patient is not breathing, open the airway. If the patient is bleeding, stop the bleeding. If the patient needs CPR, they should start it. So the job of the police is to stabilize the patient until the ambulance gets there. It's the job of the police is not to jump and throw anybody back in the vehicle and run with them. That's the role of the police department.
Does that hurt them more if they do that?
Definitely, if they put them in an ambulance or in our vehicle and run chase, throw them around, they can hurt these patients. Definitely so.
Senior police officers undergo much needed media training.
Second day, they are going to be taught how to successfully.
What if I told you that your singing talent can earn you $10,000? And what if I told you that you can stop singing in the shower and sing live on one of the biggest stages in Belize?
I'm gonna love you forever.
Still not sold? Well, what if I told you with all that's offered, you can attract fans and supporters from all over the country? So, are you ready to be part of the most exciting singing competition in Belize? It's time for KTV The Remix Season 6. Auditions will take place on Saturday, June 1st and Sunday, June 2nd. So mark your calendars and come show us how good you are. This is your chance to make it big and win big. KTV The Remix Season 6. It's hot, it's live, and it's only on 5.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speed flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan.
The Belize Police Department is undergoing training on how to communicate with the media. Because of their rank, senior police officers are often tasked with sharing vital information with the media. And thus, it is necessary that they receive training on how to convey information in an accurate and comprehensible manner. Today at the National Police Training Academy in Belmopan, day one of a 2-day training commenced. We stopped by for more information.
Today we are having a 2-day training. A 2-day training is starting for senior officers of the Belize Police Department. The training is geared at strengthening the communication and public relations skills of the senior police officers in the Belize Police Department. As you know, the senior officers come in contact with the media because of the positions that they hold. Some of the things that they will be learning during the 2-day training is what is communication, the challenges to communication, why communicate, building communication and listening skills, appreciating the interpersonal nature of communication and the multiplier effect in mass communication. That is for the first day. In the second day, they are going to be taught how to successfully engage the media, what the media expects, working the key media tools, understanding journalists, framing a press release and police situation report, and using key messages to handle tough or difficult media interviews. These are some of the areas that they will be trained on during the 2 days training that is happening. As I mentioned before, the officers are, because of their post, they are in contact with the media, and so that they have an understanding of what the media expects of them whenever they are being interviewed by the media, whenever they come in contact with the media. They will be able to understand more what it is, what are the expectations of the media, to dialogue better with the media whenever they are in contact with them. These are some of the reasons why this training is being held, and also communication with fellow police officers. We expect that the skills will be enhanced for these purposes.
The Portico Definitive Agreement, which was signed back in 2020 under the UDP administration, including a slew of fiscal incentives. Among them, the developer was exempted from paying several taxes, including business taxes, income taxes, and environmental taxes. As we know, when the Bersenio administration took office, the Prime Minister announced that the agreement would not be pursued because it was not in the best interest of the nation. GEG maintains that given the magnitude of the investment, the project is deserving of such exemptions. He further noted that Portico Enterprises Limited did not invent these exemptions, adding that it is what is expected by investors pumping hundreds of millions of dollars into Belize.
If this country expects to have progress, if we expect foreign direct investment, major project, infrastructural, agricultural, whatever it is, whoever are the developers and the companies behind those projects expect to get the same kind of fiscal incentives, benefits, packages of benefits that we got. We didn't invent this. Companies in Belize have been getting this same kind of fiscal incentive for decades. And I'm sure that companies in Belize today and tomorrow will continue to get fiscal incentives, and it's a must. If we don't provide packages of fiscal incentives to investors who are prepared to put up $200, $300, $400 million, they're going to take their money somewhere else. They don't need to bring money to Belize. There are lots of places where they can get returns without the fight and the hassle and the aggravation that they're now having in Belize. Yes. Mr. Bennett is reminding me that the tax exemptions for State Bank are for 25 years, and they're very, very similar to those within our definitive agreement.
Yeah, your one was 30 years.
30 years and about double the capital expenditure that State Bank was expecting at that time.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.